Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to my studio. Or if you're new here, welcome to my studio. My name's Rihanna, but you can call me Seren, and today we are doing a traditional painting with acrylic gouache, so let's jump right into it. Lately I've been in a nature kind of mood. I've been gardening and also just kind of sitting outside and observing all the little birds and bugs and just watching them do their little thing. And while I was looking at this pretty plant, which is called a spirea or spirea, I'm not really sure how to call it, but I planted it a while ago and it has these beautiful, beautiful flowers that bloom for a couple weeks and then go away. But while I was looking at it, this cute little bee landed on it, so I just had to take a picture. And I really wanted to paint it, but not a digital painting, which I usually really like to do, but I've just been really itching to do some traditional painting. It's interesting because I've also been taking some time off to do non-art things and just not being on social media as much, not being on YouTube as much. And I think my body just wants to feel kind of disconnected from technology a bit now that the weather is nice and the outside is full of life. So I started this piece by drawing right on the canvas. This is Canson watercolor board. Surprisingly, I haven't found this at Michael's or any other art supply shop that I've been to. I found it at Staples, of all places. So they actually have a pretty good art section. You wouldn't expect it, but you should go take a look. They have some interesting things. But one of them was this really cool art board. It's like watercolor paper, but on a board, so it's a little more stiff than just normal watercolor paper. I wouldn't say it's as thick as like canvas, but it's kind of like illustration board, but for watercolor. But anyway, it's really cool. So I started drawing right on the canvas and I used colored pencil. And then I started going over with a thin wash of acrylic gouache to get rid of the white canvas. A lot of people do that, and a common reason I see is that the white of the canvas scares them. The white of the canvas can definitely be intimidating. That's not the reason why I do it though. I do it because I am really messy when I paint and I don't trust myself to fully cover every surface. So if there's anything that I don't fully cover, instead of seeing like a bright stark white, you'll see a little hint of yellow, which won't look as it won't stand out as badly as just pure white would. Even though there's definitely benefits to doing that, I actually ended up regretting this a little bit because for some reason my white acrylic gouache is really transparent, and I didn't expect that because I thought white was supposed to be super opaque because my normal Holbein gouache is super opaque. Like it's very thick and it does it's not transparent at all. So I'm not really sure what happened here. Maybe it's like the formula that makes it permanent. So yeah, maybe it's just the fact that it's like an acrylic medium and not normal gouache that makes it thinner or less opaque. But yeah, I don't know. But either way, I had to go over a lot of the painting, especially the flowers, multiple times, which definitely caused some frustration. But anyone who's used to acrylic gouache, or maybe just even acrylic paints, does this happen to you a lot? Let me know. After the initial messy background painting, I started filling in the flowers. And again, this took forever to get them to be an opaque white. But I really like how they look. They look very clean and bright, and that's exactly what I was going for, so I'm happy with it. And then I started painting in some more flowers with a bluish color to try to make them blend in more with the background. I ended up absolutely hating this, so I totally cover it up again with a thicker layer of green and yellow paint. And I'm glad I did this because I think it adds a lot more depth to the background than what was there initially. So the reason I chose acrylic paint in the first place is because I knew that I was going to make changes because I didn't have a super concrete plan when I went into this. So I wanted to be able to have that leeway of painting over things where you can't you can't do that with gouache because gouache just reactivates with water, so it would just turn into a muddy disaster. But with acrylic gouache, you still get that amazing like velvety smooth finish that you get with normal gouache, but it is permanent, so you can paint over it and over it and over it, and it still dries like nice and matte, and it won't reactivate. But anyway, after hiding all of my regrets, I decided to paint some leaves. I'm keeping them a little messy and pretty simple for now, but maybe I'll decide to add details later on. This painting is actually still a work in progress. I'm just showing the start of it because I'm not sure how long it's going to take until I finish it, and I didn't want to cut out too much of the painting process in case it takes me a really long time to finish this painting, like 10 hours or something. I do not want to be editing 10 hours straight. I'm sure you can understand. But also, I am just a very busy bee, and I never know when I'm going to really have the time or the energy to paint. That's a big one too, energy. And also, I've been just a little bit addicted to Stardew Valley again lately, so that also is eating into my time. So yeah, this is just the first part of the video. I'm not sure when I'll have another part, but I hope you've been enjoying anyway. After I'm done painting in all the leaves, I finally get to fill in the flowers with this really nice pale yellowy color. And I mean, it's just yellow mixed with white, so I guess it is pale yellow. But I really like how it really cleans up the flowers, and I haven't added any shading yet, of course, but I still like how it looks just clean like that. I don't have a ton to say here. I'm kind of just filling in petals. I'm just filling in the middle of the flowers with paint. So enjoy, I guess, and I will come back to you when I have something more to say. Finally, after that, I get to work on the bee. I don't finish the bee in this video, but I wanted to at least get it started because I've been waiting this whole time to work on the bee, but I didn't want to have to paint around it in case I make changes, which of course I made changes. So I figure if I get the background at a decent state, then I can at least start working on the bee and then focus on it for next time. I'm filling in the fluffy parts of the bee with that same pale yellow that I used for the middle of the flower. And then I bring in a color called Smalt Blue. It's kind of a periwinkle-ish blue, and I think it's really pretty. I wanted to go with some different colors for the bee. If you've seen my artwork, you probably know that I literally never use black. It's not that I have anything against the color. I mean, There's so many great artists out there that use like really heavy black ink styles, or just in general use black a lot in their paintings, or in their drawings. But I don't know, I'm just someone who prefers to use all the colors of the rainbow. Sorry, my cat is, she's being something. She's being very extra right now. So if you hear her in the background, just ignore her like I do. I chose this periwinkle-ish blue color, and I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it, but for now I like it. I'm just using it to outline everything, and then I'll figure out what I want to color in the bee with. I'm thinking maybe like pink or a different kind of blue, or maybe even purple. I'm trying to stray away from purple because I use purple a lot in my artwork, and I'm just trying to do something different for this one, trying to make it more down to earth, naturey, rather than like everything came from space or something. I don't know what I'm saying. And yeah, I'm just working on the bee until the outlines are finished and I can call it done for tonight. As you could tell, I've recorded this voiceover the same night that I painted this last little bit, and I'm pretty tired, but I really wanted to get this out this week because, like I said, I've been having some me time, some little self-care. Not that I've been burnt out with art, but I've definitely been a little burnt out with like the whole content creation part of it. So I just wanted to take a little break before jumping right into it. But I am planning on making videos a little more consistently in the future. I think I want to focus more on YouTube for now rather than Instagram or Twitter or any of the other social medias. I really like making videos. It's very time consuming. The editing part is very, very time consuming, and I'm also not totally comfortable speaking in front of a microphone and then editing my own voice. It's a very awkward process, but I do enjoy it, so I would like to get better at it. If you have any suggestions for me in the comments, I'm always down for critiques. I won't get offended. Just let me know if there's anything that you would like me to do differently, that you think I could improve on, that you think I can improve upon. Just let me know. Here's how it's turned out so far. I hope you'll join me for the next video. I'm not sure when that's gonna be. I'm hoping I can finish this by next week, but if not, then definitely the week after. So wait for that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Thank you so much to my amazing Sugar Star Galaxy members, Cup of Leo, Harry Hamster, Subside, and Nene. I appreciate you guys so, so, so much.